Ta-da! We're live. We're live. She's alive. I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm going to have a bit of my coffee while people come in. We're live. Now let's have a look, see how this is going. Let's turn it a little bit. It's really dark in that corner, isn't it, guys? Really, really dark. I'm not going to talk. Oh, here we go. There's two people. There's two people. Waiting for a few more to come in, guys. Hello. How long can I do this for? Hi, guys. Welcome to our crochet. Oh, we've got to stop clapping. I was told that whenever I clap, it comes across really loud. I have to stop clapping, don't I? You know, it's a bad habit. I know, I'll start doing this and that'll stop me from clapping. I've done that before, actually. Welcome to Wow Crochet, guys. My name is Mary and here we are live. Hello, Mary. Hello, Sharon. And hello, Liz. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you are all well this morning. I love it when they talk to each other. It's wonderful. So when people get on, they literally say hello to each other. We have a wonderful community here at Wow Crochet. I cannot complain. We have a bunch of lovely people and we're very, very lucky. That's because we're crafters. I know all we want to do is craft and have a little bit of fun and be happy. You know, I always say that people are out there doing their thing and I'm here making pretty items. So guys, welcome. Hello, I made it. Yes, Leslie, you made it. Yay, finally, yay. Good to see you. Good to see all the other women who have come in and joined us. Good to see a couple of fellas. Good to see people on today. I know, right? We are very, very lucky. We have had a wonderful week here at Wow Crochet. Wow Crochet. I forgot to tell you guys how I came up with the name Wow. And the reason, I'm sorry, was that very loud? Sorry, guys. I am a little bit loud. It's the Italian in me. What can I do? I know. I don't mean to. And I'm not shouting at you. That's just my voice. Now, guys, how I came up with the name Wow Crochet. Long story, but I'll cut it real short and pack it all into some of my smaller crochet items. Because when I do my crochet, those tutorials, they're quite a long because yours truly can't shut this and it's really difficult to shut this when I'm going. So I get very excited with crochet. It's, you know, I could be crocheting until I'm 105 and still get excited. Guys, if you haven't seen the very latest video I put up, I actually put it up overnight only because I had a lot of issues editing it. Understand, I'm Italian too and I'm loud. Hey, Mary, what do we do? We're loud Italians, Mary. Hi, Anne. Was that Anne Smith? Oh, I hope so. I missed that. Hi, I think it was Anne. Hi. So, wow. Okay, quite a few reasons how I came up with the word wow. Firstly, I did see it in a book. Actually, it was a children's book. It was called Wow. It's a Wow series or something. And then every now and then when people would see my work, they'd say, wow, how did you do that? And I'd say, oh, no. And wow, and I'd hear that all the time. I thought, hey, why not? Perfect name for a crochet company. Wow, Crochet. So that's how I came up with that name. Thank you for joining me today, guys. We have had a very busy week. We have managed to upload 3 tutorials, and I did Mary's Merry Monday, and I did yesterday's History Friday, which I'm not sure if any of you would have seen because I did upload that overnight, so it's probably only about 5 hours ago. No, what are we in now? 10? 5, 4, 3, whatever that is, 7 hours ago. I just got home, brought TP. I'm not sure what brought TP means. But I'm glad you're home. I'm glad you're home because we can all talk now. So, guys, you're going to be very happy this week because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about doing the slippers. Yay! Guess what came in at Unwind Craft Cafe this week? You ran out. Oh, I see. You ran out of TP, whatever TP is. Okay. Now, I went to Unwind Craft Cafe and the lovely Kate ordered me the slip-up soles. Okay, I'll take it out of the bag because I think the bag tends to, oh, okay, I got you now. You know, we are having a toilet paper issue here in Melbourne, Australia. The shelves, they're raiding the shelves. No toilet paper for us. I don't know what they're thinking of. Anyway, sorry, I brought that up because it's true. We're having a TP issue here. I just wanted to show you quickly the soles that I ordered in from Unwind Craft Cafe. Now, we're using these soles for the slippers. Now, this is a size for me. I'm hoping it fits me. I haven't even checked. It is a 36 to 37. So I'm assuming size 7 or 8, depending on what country you are from. Kind of look a little small for me. No, I'm only tiny, but I have these large feet. That was that great idea. I know, right? It's a great idea. I bought the soles because I don't like the idea of crocheting slippers and then just putting paint or putting stuff underneath it because I just don't think that's going to hold. And I'm really worried about slipping and, you know, falling. And I'm too old for that. I don't need to fall at this stage in my life. It's bad enough I already have hip problems. I've had hip problems since I was 21. All I need is to fall and break one now. All right, so here we are. I bought the soles. Now, with the soles, I hope I can get a close-up without it blurring too much. I want to show you. They actually come with the little holes in it already. Let me see if I can get you an inside look. Okay, so all you have to do is crochet in the holes. I haven't practiced them. Don't forget to press that like button. Oh, you're so cute, the like button. Thank you so much. Don't forget to press the like button. So with the soles, okay, you crochet into those holes. Can you see the little holes there? So that's what we're going to do. I haven't played with it yet. I just got them the other day. It's a good idea. I know, it's a terrific idea. I can't wait to play. And we're going to be making the slippers here at Wow Crochet. I'm just a little bit hesitant about the fact that that's a black rim. I was kind of hoping for a different colour. You know, something bright and bubbly. But, you know, that's just me. Maybe I'm just being fussy. Now, the brand, I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see if I can do it right. Shashenmaya, Regia, Leda Shalom. Have a look at that brand. Oh, I don't know if you're seeing it back to front. Oh, I don't know if you are. I'm seeing it back to front. I don't know if that's because I've turned the video around. But that's the brand I have. Okay. So if you want to buy the shoe base, you can. If you want to make your own base and then meet us when we are ready to do this part of the slipper, where can you purchase that? Well, I actually ordered it in from a craft store here in Melbourne called Unwind Craft Cafe over at East Keilor. They don't have them down here on the peninsula, don't they? You can order them in. You can order them in. You can. I ordered them from the Craft Cafe, but you can actually get them online. I'm sure you can. If I pop that label there, I know some people say they sell them. I tried finding it in, oh, good evening. Hi, Angela. I tried finding them in Spotlight and Lincraft, our big stores here in Melbourne. I couldn't find them. I will have to search the States for that. Yeah, you can actually find, this is just one brand. I'm sure there are others out there. So maybe look for a word called slipper soles or, I don't know. Yeah, slipper soles, S-O-L-E-S. I'm assuming. If you look for that, you might find other brands. It doesn't have to be this brand. This is just mind you, this is a European brand. And the only reason I know that is because here in Australia, we work on shoe size 7.5 shoe, 8 shoe. This is a 36, 37. So that's a European, well, looking at the label, I can't even pronounce that. Let's see if I can try it. It's Ledersolen. I'll have to search the States for that. Look, it doesn't, again, Mary, it doesn't have to be this label. I'm sure there are other soles out there. I'm only sad that it came in a black. And, I didn't think about it until I've just opened the bag now. I liked it a lighter colour because I wanted to make really bright colours for the slippers, just for fun. You don't have to do the bright colours. That's just me being a bit of a clown, as I usually do. And so I wanted to make them really bright. You can actually make them similar to that, very thick wool or a very thick, darker colour. I know they look great because they're slippers. They look great as a grey. They look great plain. There's lots of slipper soles on Etsy. Okay, there you go, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, welcome, by the way. I haven't seen you this morning. There's a lot of slipper soles on Etsy. So there you go. Check out Etsy. I'm assuming if you are here in Melbourne, Australia, I'm assuming madeit.com.au would have the soles as well, I'm assuming. If not, check with your local yarn stores or your local craft stores. They will probably have them. And if they don't have them, you can order them in, okay? So if you want, we can hold out another week before we start if you like. I've got so many other jobs that we can do. It's up to you guys. I'm happy to start this week. And then if you want to join me next week, that's fine. Look, maybe we should wait a week. Do you want to wait a week, guys? We'll wait a week for this. And I'll just give you time for you to get some soles in. It might even take you a little bit longer. It took me about a week and a half to get these in anyway. So I didn't actually get them. Oh, no, it actually did take a week. No, it did. About 5 days it took. Just under a week, yeah. Yeah. Do yourself a favour. I'll wait a week. And that'll give you guys time to get some soles in. And if you don't want to get them in, there are ways to make a sole with the yarn. I really don't agree on it because I'm kind of worried someone's going to slip and break something like a knee and a hip and a neck and all that kind of thing. I'll take a screenshot of the picture in your hand. Let me get a nice close-up. That way you can take a proper screenshot. And again, it doesn't have to be this brand. It's only the brand I'm using. Now, just be careful when you take a screenshot that you get the right size for your foot. There are different sizes. This is a 36 to a 37. I probably should have gone 38 to 39, but I thought 39 will be a little bit loose. I don't know. If it doesn't fit me, I've got sisters. I'm sure one of them, I have 3 sisters actually. I'm sure it'll fit one of them. So I have a sister who keeps taking all my stuff and she says, oh, what are you going to do with that? I say, would you like it? And she says, oh, really? That's nice. I'll look on Amazon. They usually have everything. Amazon is good. What else? eBay. eBay might have something. So you've got Etsy. And if you're in Australia, madeit.com.au. You've got eBay. You've got Amazon. You can get them anywhere. Craft stores. And I'm pretty friendly with the craft store here at Unwind Craft Cafe. When I say friendly, I've been there for years. I've been going there for years. So whenever I say something to them, they're very good. They'll order it in for you. If you know Unwind Craft Cafe and you are here in Melbourne, give them a call. They will order it in for you. And I'm sure they've got a few in stock now anyway. With winter coming up, they may be stocking a few more of these anyway. Don't quote me on it. Ring them and find out whether they can get them in for you. But they ordered them in for me. So, and when I ordered them, a few other ladies at the shop at the time as I was ordering said, I wouldn't mind those too. So they may have a few more in stock anyway. So there you go. That's what we're going to be making. I don't think we'll make it this week, guys. I want to give you time to go out and buy them. So that's that. This week on Well Crochet, we have done a lot. We finished our Easter bag. I know. Hey, some of it's missing. It wasn't me. We're coming into spring, summer here. I know, right? Hey, I've got something coming up in a minute about spring and summer, so give me a second and I'll talk about it in a minute. We finished our Easter bag. It was about an hour or so. Your store's about an hour or so. From you? Yeah. No, from me, it's only about 15 minutes, less even, depending on, what time you go. But from you, it's an hour or so. Leslie, I'm assuming. Don't stress. Don't stress. I'm sure you can find it anywhere. You can find them anywhere. But try madeit.com.au if you're in Australia. You can also try Etsy if you're in Australia. We've got lots of Australian stores there, yes. From me too. Okay. Oh, from you to me. Us. 1 hour. Just over an hour. Yeah, we're not that close. Sorry. But I'm only 7 minutes drive from the airport. Not that that makes any, not that that helps you at all. Hey, it will be in the future when we get that new train rail. Ooh. Oh, that could be fun. But that goes direct to the airport. It doesn't stop in Glenroy. It might. I don't know. I haven't even checked it out. So we finished the Easter bag this week. Yes, there are some missing. I don't know if it was me. It could have been. It could have been me. Maybe. Could have been someone else as well. Like my son and I. We could have accidentally raided it. By accident. Together. Both. So that's what we did this week. We finished part 2 of our Easter bag. Say goodbye to the Easter bag. Because it's all done. And we're going to try a small Easter bag. Actually, I'm going to get out the egg. Okay, so I got to go. Oh, okay. Bye, Mary. Thank you for joining me for the short while that you have. Thank you. We're going to make an Easter bag for 1 egg. Now, this one got a bit smashed. I think my son got smash happy because he was going to eat that and then he didn't. Cannot get there here on the peninsula at all. I drive to a friend in Essendon often. No worries. Cannot or can? Oh, did I read that right? Cannot. Yeah, if you get your friend to get them in, you can actually call Unwind Craft Cafe. Give them a call. Check, they might deliver. Don't quote me on it. I have never ordered anything from them. But you can call. They might deliver. Or your friend who lives in Essendon, which is pretty much around the corner from Unwind, literally, she can actually get them in for you. She can pick them up, whatever, you know. Anyway, the Easter bag that we did this week, we are going to do an Easter bag for 1 egg, a small one. Maybe she could, that's right, yeah. We're going to do a tiny, tiny little Easter bag this week, very, very small. You don't need a lot of yarn. I haven't actually counted them to me. I'll pay the postage, thanks. OST them. Oh, I'm not really good with this short language. What's OST? Overseas, Oliver Twist, I don't know. Help me out here. I know everybody tries to type so fast. So they put in these little, 3 letters. My new title, Mary Love. Okay. Anyway, we are making a tiny, tiny little Easter bag. I don't know how much yarn. I would only assume maybe 25 grams. Tiny, tiny. Won't even make a quarter of a small skein, maybe. So don't quote me on it. I'll make one this week. Sorry, meant post. Okay. Okay, you want them to post it to you or you want me? Because I've only got the one. Well, I bought 2, but one's for someone else. I've already got an order for someone. So check with them. They might be able to post them to you. Or your friend might be able to post them. Well, check with them. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, Easter bag. We're going to do a tiny, tiny one. I will get the measurements and I will pop the measurements because I want to make it this week. I want to get it out the way. I want to make 2 things this week. They have to get out the way this week because Easter is coming very quickly and I want you to go out and make yourself 12 of these. No, I meant I would ask if they could post them. Check with them. Give them a call. I'm pretty sure they could, but don't quote me on it. Yeah, they're lovely ladies. Ask for Kate or Robin. And if you mention Wow Crochet, they'll say, not her again. Say Wow Crochet, put you onto them. That annoying loud lady. When I walk into Unwind, do you know how I walk in? I walk in like this, say, honey, I'm home. They must be so sick of me. So we are going to do a small Easter bag this week for 1 egg. Now, that small Easter bag will be the very tiny one, so you can give it away as a gift when you go visiting. Say if you visit, you've got 7 people to give Easter eggs to and you're kind of living tight. You buy 1 egg for each person, 1 small one. You pop them in your little Easter bag and it makes a gorgeous, tiny little gift. So it's going to be a very, very small Easter bag. Now, we did, oh dear. Oh, here it is. This week we also did, ta-da! If you haven't seen this, it is the St. Patrick's Day coaster. Now, St. Patty's is coming up, March 17, I think. Did I get that right? Oh, yes, I did. It's March 17. Give me a second. I need a drink. Oh, coffee. Not really allowed to have it. Shh, don't tell anyone. So, I'm allowed to have tea, but not coffee. So we did our coaster this week. I love the coaster. The stitches could be a little bit intricate if you are new to crochet, but you know what, take a risk. I think you can do it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, you know, what do you got to lose? A little bit out of shape? Please. You know how many things I've done in the past that have been out of shape? Just do it. So that's our little gorgeous little coaster. We made that this week. And I promised that I would wear our little cowl, but I don't think you could see it all the way the camera's going. I'll pop it on. I washed and blocked it, and yours truly, I don't know, let me see if I can bring the camera down a little bit. I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. We're all out of shape, hey? Okay, so I finished a coaster. Now, yours truly messed up with this coaster. I used a size 4mm hook. Did I say coaster? I mean cowl. You got me on coaster still. Wake up, Mary. She's still sleeping. See if I can go further back. There it is. Okay, so I kind of messed up. I had to put 2 buttons only. Now, the reason was, with the black cowl, I remembered that I used a 4.5mm hook. So if you used a 4 like I did in this one, your cowl's a little bit short. But I did say in the middle of the part 2 to do an extra 4 rows, and that would give you that length that I didn't get. The cowl is so cute. It's on my list to tackle this week. Or do yourself a favor, Scraptastic yarn. Use a 4.5mm hook if you're using an 8-ply yarn. 8-ply, and I think you're from America. I think you are from America from memory. Your 8-ply, our 8-ply will be your 4-ply, I think it is your number 4 thread. I think that's what it is. So that one there, if you're going to use a thinner thread, let me get it close to you, so you can see it. So that's kind of, oh, it's a bit shadowy now. I mean, it looks thick, but the yarn was not that thick. Yes. Okay, so if you're going to do it in a number 4, use a 4.5mm hook, a 4.5mm hook. Don't use a 4 like I did in the tutorial, because a 4 got me this look, okay, which is still good, but I've only got the 2 buttons. Whereas this one here, there's 3 buttons, and it's lower even, because I'm sure I used a 4.5mm. It started to, you know what, I'll take this off and put the black one on so you can see the difference between the size of the hook. I'm going to make one for my mother-in-law. Oh, good. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. And yours truly, you know, I can't wear jumpers and things because I overheat. Sorry, I'm late watching Friday History. That's all right, Anne. I know I uploaded that really late. I should have uploaded that at about, I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, but I couldn't get the editing right. It just wouldn't work. And I'm thinking, no, I should have edited it Thursday so that I can upload it by Friday, but I kind of didn't. So let me pop the black one on for you. So the black one is like that as well. Whoops, I'll get the hair out. I'll get back so you can see, but look how long the black one goes, okay? I think I did the black one in a 4.5. In fact, I can really be honest with you, I think I did. It was Friday for me in the US, okay? It was Friday here, but it was Friday. No, it wasn't. It was Saturday morning, like 3 in the morning, I think. By the time it uploaded, it took so long. We are having a lot of internet issues here, guys, because we are swapping over to NBN. I watched Friday History about 5 a.m. Okay, so it did. I knew it was overnight, and actually I kind of fell asleep with the laptop on my lap, as you do, and the United Kingdom. Okay, and I woke up at about 3 or 4 and it was done. So I just turned it off and went to sleep, as you do. So there it is. That is your, yeah, it's kind of up here as well, but that's 3 buttons here. This one here, let me get a close up for you. I only put the 2 buttons on. I said go away and put your 3rd one on in the tutorial, but just remember in the tutorial to do an extra 4 rows. So that gives you a bit more length if you're using a 4mm hook. But if you're using a 4.5, you should be fine with the 4.5. And I'm getting real itchy. I can't wear wool, guys. I have to make one of these in cotton for me. It's really sad that I can't wear the wool. I know, it's like, it's really, really sad. So there you go. That's that. So we finished this cowl this week. We finished the Easter bag this week. And I put down the doily. Gorgeous. Not doily. What is wrong with me today? Try coaster. We finished the coaster. Guys. Oops, let's get rid of that one. I'm getting messages all up on the screen. Yeah, so we finished all those this week. Next week, or I should have said this week, next week, I've got wool coming everywhere now. Next week, we are going to do the very, very tiny Easter bag for the 1 egg. We are going to do something else for St. Patrick's Day. I know, right? We've already done the coaster. So I've decided we're going to do a man's bow tie with a little strap that goes right around and you can button it at the back. And what you do is you put 1 button there on the looser part, and then at the tight, if the fella's got a smaller neck, you put a 2nd button. And if he's got an even smaller neck, you put a 3rd. So you can just keep going over. And if he's, always make it a bit larger in length around here. And if, you know, your fella's got a smaller neck, you can just move the button over, okay? So put 3 buttons and move it over to suit the fella's neck. Bow tie, it's going to be these colours. So you know, okay, oh, they're very nice colours. That's the same colour we use for the coaster, so you know, okay, that is the black and that is the yellow. So if you know, a lot of St. Patrick's Day items, they've got the black and the yellow in there. It's, you know, so we're going to mix it up just for fun. And they will be an 8 ply, which is, I believe, number 4 in America. From, I'm assuming, Scraptastic Yarn has mentioned that it's a number 4. So we're going to be using an 8 ply for those. I don't have them in stock, so I have to go to Unwind this week. But, you know, that's okay. That's okay. It gives me an excuse to go there, I suppose. I believe they're open, they're closed Monday because we have a public holiday here this Monday. It's Labor Day, Moomba. Moomba, I was just saying in my history, we were talking about Moomba and how we did a float in Moomba. My daughter and I did a float in Moomba in 2014 as part of another yarnsmith company. And with that, I'm really itchy now because of the wool. There's my tissue box. Oh, that's what we're going to be doing this week, guys. Oh, the wool has made me so itchy. Okay, this week, apart from the bow tie for St. Patrick's Day, just give me 1 second, guys. I'm so itchy. This is why I can't wear wool. It's really sad. And that's what it's like when I'm trying to crochet items with wool. I'm constantly getting really itchy. Okay, tissue box cover. Now this I made about 1.5 years ago. I made it about 1.5 years ago. Oh, I'm so itchy all over now. Sorry, guys. Whenever I put wool near me, this happens. I made this about 1.5 years ago, and I promised you last year we would do it. I know, right? It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. And I promised you 1.5 years ago that we would do it, and we never did. We're going to do it this week. We are doing it this week. Love to do that. Well, Ghost Hacker or Angela, we're doing it this week, okay? We are definitely making this tissue box this week. Have a nice close-up so you can see it. Have a nice close-up, okay? It's just a granny square stitch, basic granny square cluster stitch. The only difference is you are making your little circle in there for your tissues to come out of. Underneath, it just comes off, okay? Yes, these are the ones I use. Because they've got aloe vera in there. I know, we're definitely making that this week. Liz, good morning, how are you? I think I said good morning before, didn't I? No, I haven't seen you yet, have I? Yes, I have. Wake up, Mary. She's saying, wake up. I'm a little bit asleep today. You know what? It's the overnight. It was trying to upload that video between 3 and 5 this morning. I'm not a happy Larry. I'm telling you, it took me forever to edit it and I wasn't happy. Having said that, the history is out there now. I know, right? I know. Wake up, Mary. Liz is saying, come on, Mary, wake up. All right, so that's what we're doing this week. Hello, Mary, I don't think you saw me sneak in. Oh, I didn't see you sneak in. Hello, Janine. Hello. Is it Jeannie? I've done it again. Do I call you Janine every week? I tell you, I'm asleep this morning. I'm really, after this, I might have to go for a snooze. Oh, no, I can't. I have visitors. And then I got to go out. I've got so much to do today. My brain. Okay, we are definitely making this week. We are making the small Easter bag. And I hope to fit in the, no, actually, we better put the St. Patrick's Day bow tie in first because the St. Patrick's Day is coming before Easter. Is it? Yes, it is. I think you do great. I don't know how you cope doing everything. You don't even go there. Sleeping, forget it. Eating, well, I always eat. I'm like that all day. Walk past things and just... And you know, see this part of the room? I just went out in the garage earlier and I got a shovel and just shoveled everything. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make it sound funny. But I did have to clean up. That took me ages. Clean up over there. You don't want to see my area where I work in. Someone did say to me one day, how do you work like that? Well, it's what I call an unorganized or an organized mess. Basil. Oh, that's nice. And they asked how I work like that, but I work really great like that. And I get everything done. Not always. Sometimes I'm a bit slow. So yes, I do. It's very hard for me to fit everything in, but I do it. And I know that not this week, probably next week, it might be a little bit less. I might only have 2 tutorials to pop up because I have to... My daughter keeps asking me. She wants to do my website for me. She's saying, come on, Mum, I just need the content. I'm ready. And I said, the content? What content? Oh, that's right. I've got to give you content. So it's just, I started it. I've done one page. One page, which only works out to be like a quarter of a page of the content. Oh, gosh. So this is wonderful. Everybody is talking to everybody within the group. I love it. Look, I can't ask for a better community. We have a great community here at Wow Crochet. Everybody is so friendly and kind, and we're very lucky. Okay, we're very lucky. And not this week, but next week, for those of you who watched some of my, what day was it now? Oh, Mary's Monday. You would know that I bought the dream catchers. Was it Mary's Monday? I can't even remember now. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you now. I bought the dream catchers. Okay. So we're not starting them this week. We probably won't start. I said April, but we might start a little bit earlier. We'll just see what the demand is on them if you really want to start them. I know you guys are heading, a lot of people overseas are heading into spring. We sadly are heading into autumn. Well, we actually are in autumn. I don't remember summer. I'm telling you. We skipped summer. Melbourne had bushfires and then nothing else. We had nothing. Nasty heat and then cold. Skipped summer completely. So there you go. So we may do that in a couple of weeks' time, but I don't want to promise anything on dream catchers yet. But they're coming. I'm playing. You see, the thing is, I buy these things, right? And it's almost like my mind, who wants to remember our summer? Remember what? I don't remember a summer, do you? It was a terrible summer. It was just bushfires and then nothing else. We had nothing to celebrate this year. It was just nasty. And of course, you guys had the floods over there. So let's hope now you get a bit of sunshine, Angela, and it dries up a little bit and makes life a little bit better for you. Just so I can compare, what size hook will we need to make a dream catcher? Well, like I said, this week I had them and I was having a bit of a play. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do yet, so hold out on it. Maybe this time next week I might have an answer for you. But right now, because what I do is I usually use a size, and it's an automatic reaction for me to pick up a size 4 or a size 4.5 millimeter hook. But it doesn't matter really, because I'll try and make them as basic as possible. And when I give you a measurement towards the end, I'll say, okay, if you are anywhere near this part, you can start doing your chains or your slip stitch. If yours works out smaller than mine, you just add those extra chains. If it works out bigger, take one row undone. It doesn't matter with the hook size. It kind of does. I know what you mean. I know. Just let me have a bit of a play. I'll give you the hook size, and I'll give you, I'm sure they have a millimeter size on these things. Never done them. I usually just make the circles and give them to people. They do. They have the size of the circumference, and this is a 24.5. I'll explain all that next week anyway, or the week later when we're ready to start. This one's, oh gosh, some are in millimeters and some are in centimeters, go figure. So this is look, I'll explain all this next week or the week after, but this one here is a 24.5 centimeter, and this one here is 125 millimeters, just to be different. I think the smaller ones are in millimeters because they're small. And this one here, I believe, is the same. It is a 250 millimeter, and that's a big one. So look, leave it with me. When I get it all ready and I decide what we're going to do, I'll give you all the, and that's the same as the first one, 24.5 centimeters. I'll get all those details ready for you before we even start the dream catchers. So I'll tell you what sizes you need, or you can just re-listen to this part here, and it's about 35 minutes in. So if you don't want to watch the whole live again later, go 35 minutes into the video, and that's where I talk about the dream catchers, and you'll get the millimeters and the centimeters and all that jazz. And if you are overseas, just Google, 200 and whatever it was, I can't remember what I said now, something millimeters into whatever you use, whether it's inch, I think you do use inches overseas. We tend to use more centimeters here. But when a product or a project is that small, you kind of need to use, well, no, not really. You guys, if you're used to using inches, just transfer it via Google. Google is our friend. Yes, Google is our friend, I know. So we are doing the dream catchers. They're not going to be done for a while, so I will give you full measurements anyway, so don't stress too much right now. But if you want, like I said, go 35 minutes into this live and you will actually see those measurements again. And if you want, I can actually do that. And you can have a look-see. That's great. Got lots of rings, put them away. I know, right? I do the same thing. I buy these things and I never use them. There's one. I don't know if I can do that and you can see it. Oh, that's one. Okay. Now, you don't have to make this many. I've just got this many, okay? You can buy one of them. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that one's not bad. Can you see? It's got the measurement there. It's really, really tiny up the top there somewhere. I tell you what, they really make these things tiny. She's going to need binoculars to look at these things. And there's another one. And I think I've got a fourth one somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with, oh, the small one. The fourth one is a small one. Yeah. Okay, and I'll show you the other one right there and there. I'm hoping that's visible for you. Anyway, those are the sizes I have. You don't have to get those sizes. I'm only going to be doing 2 of them on YouTube, okay? So one of them will be extremely basic. My neighbour did it once, a dream catcher. Yeah, they're beautiful. And actually, when we do them, I'm going to buy some feathers and stuff because I'm going to do them up later as well. So once they're all crocheted into, let's just say, we'll take the small one for now. Once we've done our real crochet and it's there, sitting on our thing, on the bottom, I'm going to have like little feathers and things. So I will explain all the items I did. I'm going to make the whole product first. Then the week later, I'm going to explain everything that I did and the sizes and the hook sizes and the yarn. I think that's the best way to do it. Usually I just, when I'm creating on YouTube, I create as I go. I don't really, I don't think about it. I just say, here's some yarn, here's a hook, let's see what happens. I know, right? It does sound lovely. Hopefully they work out. I've done this before. No, it'll be okay. I've done a thing called a dream catcher and I've made like a circle. It's about, not a big one, it was a small one. Someone asked me to make it a certain measurement and then send it to them, and I did, and they attached it to the frame of their choice, and then they had feathers, and then they did all sorts of things. It made it look amazing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do something around the circle, whether it's a burst of colour or whether it's just a plain old granny. I haven't really decided yet. Then we're going to add, I don't know, we could put a little bit of lace. If all else fails, you've made a doily. I know, right? That's what I looked at when I made this for her. To me, it looked like a doily, but she wanted that particular pattern that she couldn't make because it was a bit too intricate for her. But she does make these, like the big ones. She makes a really, really big ones, but she made a small one. She wanted to see, this was when she first started, and she made it smaller, and she wanted to see what it was like, but she jazzed it up real gorgeous. And I think that's what we'll do. We'll jazz it up. We'll just make it look gorgeous. And the kids love it, you know. Mamas love it too. I don't know about dadders. Dadders, whatever. If they love it, they love it. If they don't, well, bad luck. Mamas love it. So there you go. We're going to do that. And what I'll do the whole tutorial. I'll get it finished, and I won't upload it until it's all done, so I can tell you exactly how much yarn I used, the hook size, the colors. And again, you don't have to use the colors that I use. It's just suggestion, like anything else. And even my tips. Sometimes I give some tips. A lady once asked me about my tips. She said, oh, look, why don't you do this for tips and that? And I just give these tips during my other videos. All the videos I do tend to give one or two little tips. Sometimes I forget and don't think about tips while we're doing the videos. But I'll give tips. They are tips that I use. Doesn't mean you have to use them. They're just a suggestion. And I always make sure I say, oh, here we go. I'm getting itchy again. Oh, where's the tissue? Oh, all this yarn, I tell you. Wool does this to me. I just want to scratch now. This is why I work with cotton a lot. Instead of wool, I work with cotton a lot. Oh, gosh. Look, I'm starting to cry. Look, the eyes are watering. Oh, it's all happening. Oh, gosh. So this is why I work with cotton a lot for that reason, and I'm still going to need to... Oh, I feel like crying. Look at my eyes. Are they crying yet? No, not yet. They're there. Nearly. You see me wipe my nose. Matt's on the radio. Failing miserably. I love numbers. I'm really bad. You should help me with my numbers, because forget it. Like, even when I'm working on the videos, I say number 3, 5, 6, 7. And I said, did we do 5? I can't remember. Did we do 5? Numbers are numbers to me. They mean nothing, but they do in crochet, because some items, if you don't get the numbers right, your crochet is going to be, whoa. Which I learned the hard way when I started making our little St. Patrick's Day doily. I keep calling it a doily. Tri-coaster. I so need a sleep. I'm telling you guys. So when I started making this, the first few times I started, believe it or not, I made these on the Monday before I put them up. I know. Shh, don't tell them. I had no pattern in mind. I played with it Monday, and you think I could get the numbers right. But I couldn't get them right no matter how hard I tried. I'd put in 6, I'd put in 12, I'd put in 8, I'd put in 9. I never put in exactly what I was supposed to put in when I was practicing it. So I practiced it over and over again. You're still, yeah, you're still, as in I'm standing still. Is that what you mean? Yeah, online. I'm still online. Yes, I am still online. I'll be here probably for about another 15 minutes. I'm trying to cut them down to an hour, guys. I think any more than an hour can get a little bit long in the tooth. People get bored after an hour. I know if some of you are joining me now, you don't get bored because it's only the first 15 minutes that you're getting in. I have to leave, but now I'm back. I had to leave. Oh, but you're back. Hey, Mary, welcome back again. That's right, you did leave. You did. You were on very early. You were one of the first. Okay, so numbers. If you don't get your numbers right on this item, I act dumb. So they don't ask. I like them to work it out. I wish I could be close. Oh. be nice to be close, wouldn't it? I would love to be close to all the ladies that I talk to on Wow Crochet, because you guys are amazing. You really are. And, you know, I try to make, like sometimes, like the slippers for argument's sake, I would never think of making slippers. You guys said you wanted slippers. I went out and bought these soles. We're making slippers. You guys are amazing. I like to give back to you when I see how much effort you put into the channel as well as how much I put into it. I like to give back. So we're making slippers. So get your numbers right when you're doing this, because it'll be out of shape. Now, I've messed it up numerous times. Mind you, because it's kind of a clover, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit out of shape. I know, right? But maths is really important when you're doing crochet. If you are doing projects to suit your exact measurement, maths is important. I know. That's why I do a lot of loose stuff. So if I mess up one stitch and I forget to count like I do, then I'm okay. I just don't worry about it. But if it's for a paying customer, or if it's for a client or a commission job, whatever you want to call it, you want to get that maths right. So when I'm doing projects for someone like that, and it's an important project, I go somewhere where it's absolutely quiet. Let's say the quiet room at Glenroy Library. Oh, don't advertise. I'm going to have 50 million people waiting out there one day. There is a quiet room there, and not many libraries have that these days. They usually just, you know, it's really loud in libraries. I don't know if it's like that overseas, but I've been in a library recently. I'm old school. So to me, a library is supposed to be quiet, right? Even though I'm loud. But, you know, I know when to be quiet. And this may come as a shock to you. I can sit quietly for 5 hours straight and working on crochet and not say a word. I know, right? Shock, horror. But yeah, I go somewhere quietly. They used to call it the reading room. That's right. That's right. Well, this room here, I was in there one day and there was a fella on the phone. The phone had rung. And he was the library at Mornington even have a cafe. What? I know. So does the one in the city, the main library. A cafe. You want a coffee? Go to the coffee shop. A library's quiet reading. I mean, gosh. Anyway, so I go to the quiet room. There's talk. I'm so sad. There's talk about maybe library in Glenroy relocating. Oh, I didn't mind. I was happy to go to the other library in Glenroy. But they're taking the quiet room out. I need to find a library with a quiet room. But they're going to be there for years because nothing's happening yet. So I do use the quiet room there. There was a fella there the other day and he answered the phone and the librarian came in and said, you can talk on your phone, but you can't do it in this room. You've got to do it in the library or outside. So he had to leave the quiet room. So that is the only reason I go there, because it is silent. And I mean silent. You can hear me breathing in there. And I imagine me quiet for more than 5 minutes. No, but I am. I can be serious. Yes, not for long though. Doesn't last long. 5 minutes. No, I do. I am quiet. When I'm working on a very important project, I need to focus on numbers. I need to focus on count. I need to be precise. You don't have to be. I need to be, because that's just who I am. I'm very, very pedantic when it comes to making something really important, to making something for someone who's paying money. They're paying you to make it perfect, yeah? Lucky we have to do different groups in the book club. Nights have snacks and a glass of wine. Well, hey, if I could have a glass of wine in the library, I'd take one too. I don't mind a nice glass of wine on a Friday night. Once I know that I'm relaxed and I don't have to rush too much. But last night I didn't. Oh, no, I did. I had Maduri lemonade. 2, to be exact. That's probably why it took so long to edit. No. No, the editing it wasn't as hard as I thought, but it's long. It's tedious. It's not, and because I talk so fast, that it's really hard for me to edit. And I'm actually learning. I don't know if you've noticed the recent videos, I try to do a little bit less talking and I try to slow it down, because I can't edit a fast talker. It's really, you get into the editing package and it's not a fancy package, you know, I can't afford a fancy package. I've got a pretty decent package, let's just say, pretty average. And so when I make a mistake, I tend to think, well, I better fix that up, or they're going to make the same mistake and it's not fair on them. So I have to cut, and sometimes you hear no talk, right? Because I've said, put a half double crochet here when I'm clearly doing a double crochet or something like that. And we are doing, say, rows of double crochets, and I say half double by accident. And sometimes I correct it and sometimes I can't. So I just blank out the talk, because you guys know you're doing your row of double crochets. She's probably thinking, why am I putting a half double? Oh, well, I'll put a half double because she said, even though, you know, it wasn't put in, right? So I don't want that to happen. I don't want you to be making that mistake that I've said. So I do tend to blank that out occasionally. Sometimes when I'm doing, see how I'm talking live, you know how I turn around and I go, I cut those out in the videos, because it just, by the time I'm finished, it's an hour, 2 hours worth of video, and you don't want to hear an hour and 2 hours of, you know, it's easier to cut all that out when you've got it, when you're doing it. That's why I struggle with lives, because you can't cut. I know, it's really scary. No, actually it's not. I thought I wasn't going to cope with lives. The first time I did a tutorial on YouTube, I think was, I wonder what it was, chain. I'm just going to do that for now. Yep. Something came up on the screen. Sorry, guys. We still recording? We are. Good. First time I did it, I was too scared to talk. I was too scared to say anything. The second video I did, I thought, well, you're only seeing my hands, so I don't have to worry about them looking at me while I'm working. So for a long time, I only did tutorials with hands only. You guys never saw, oh no. Yeah, okay. You guys never saw my face. Yeah. You guys never saw my face, and it was easier that way because I didn't have to get nervous. You can practice on us. I know, lol, right? Thanks, Leslie. And I didn't have to get nervous, but it literally took me a long time to decide whether or not to show my face. And someone said to me, look, people don't want to know they're talking to a robot. Show your face. And I thought, oh, I can't do that. I don't know. Oh, I'm so scared. And the first time I did it in, I think I did it outside with the animals, I think. I can't remember. I got to find my very first face live. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Not the live, it's just a normal video where where you guys are looking at my face, right? And I thought that wasn't so hard, because, you know, if I think about it, at the moment, I look like I'm talking to a screen, okay? I don't see it as talking to hundreds of people. And I know I have 4,600 subscribers currently. I could be talking to 4,000. I could be talking to 20. I could be talking to 5, okay? But it doesn't matter, because for me, I'm talking to that. You guys are watching. I don't know who's watching. I know the main ladies who come on and they put their names up and they say hello to each other, and that's nice. I like that. But I don't know who's out there watching, and it's better that way. Because if I find out that there's more than 50, I start to shake a little bit. No, I got used to it. I did get used to talking to the camera through my vlogs. That's why I did the vlogs every Sunday for a while, until I got used to it. Someone says to me, go live. I said, I'm not going live. I will never go live. And here I am live. So it just takes a while for people to get used to things. And it's like anything with your crochet. It takes you a while to get used to that stitch right there. Okay. It takes you a while to get used to the other one over there. It takes you a while to get used to things. And once you get them, you don't even know that you're doing them. Like, I can do a full granny square without even looking at it now. And considering it was the item I detested the most when I first started crochet. But you see, once you get used to it, it's like nothing. So this has become the vlogs. I'm starting to get itchy again. Oh my gosh. The vlogs help me get used to talking to a camera and talking to you guys. So the lives have become a little bit easier for me. Okay, now if you're only joining us new, I know there's a couple extra new people in. If you're only joining us new, we are talking about what we are making this week. We're talking about other things as well. And what we are doing this week is a bow tie for St. Patrick's Day for your man. And we are also making, what else did I say we're doing this week? Oh, tissue box cover. Where'd I put it now? Yeah. I put things down and I don't know what I do with them. I'm going to have, well, I've got a whole table here and I put them over here. Why? I don't know. There's a whole table, lots of space on it. It's even clean for the first time in a long time. So we are doing our tissue box this week. We're not doing a tissue box. We're doing the tissue box cover. Get it right, woman. We are doing a tissue box cover this week. We are doing the St. Patrick's Day bow tie for your man. And what was the other thing? I've already forgotten. Someone help me. There was another one. Oh, the little Easter bag. I just saw the Easter egg, the smashed one. We are doing the small Easter bag as well for one egg only. Now, what you can do, you can actually use leftover coloured yarn from the Easter bag, which I've locked away. I lock them away. Here's a little tip. Maybe I should save it for Tip Tuesday. It's coming this Tuesday, isn't it? No, I'll tell you now just for fun. When I finish I'll leave it till Tip Tuesday. Join me Tip Tuesday, and I'm going to show you a little tip about what I do when I finish my project, and I've got all these little bibs and bobs left over, lots of little yarn. Join me this Tuesday for that, because that's going to be something that I will add. I've never discussed that. I think I discussed it on one item once, but I'm going to really get involved in that part of it. The way we store our yarn, that's going to happen this Tuesday, and the way I store it, whether you do it your own way, it's not the right way, it's just another way. I have to always say that, because a lot of people get really niggly at me, but you don't do it that way. They use that voice too. Oh, we don't do it that way. They pull that face. No, true. So there is no, here's a line I use all the time. There is no right or wrong way to crochet. There's just different ways. We all live our own lives. We all do things differently. Yours truly stores her yarn. I'm very pedantic about it. I lock them up in bags. I lock them up in tubs. I even lock them up in cupboards, because I am so worried you get one moth in your yarn and fumigate. I'm telling you, we are talking freezer, 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 lock it away. Okay, that kind of thing. I'm going to get rid of that. Lots of people leaving me wonderful messages up the top there. Oh my gosh, stop that. So there you go. Tip Tuesday this week. We're doing a tutorial Monday. We're doing a tutorial Wednesday. Okay, this is how it's going to work. Tissue box Monday. Yep. Tip Tuesday. I keep forgetting. St. Patrick's Day tie, bow tie, Mary. Tissue box Monday, Tip Tuesday, bow tie Wednesday. Haven't really decided what we're doing for Thursday. And Friday there'll be a small something that comes out. I always put out something tiny on Friday just for fun. But I do have to go out Thursday as well. I have a lot of things to do Thursday. I'm very, very busy Thursday. So maybe I can use the third project to go up on Friday instead of Thursday. We'll see. But anyway, definitely the two items are coming up this week with Tip Tuesday as well. Tip Tuesday is going to be interesting, because I'm going to talk about yarn and how we store it here at Wow Crochet. I'm also going to talk about how you store your hooks as well. Yours truly has lost a gazillion hooks. And you know what? I think the other day, and I've done this too, I've looked in places that I didn't know existed around here, and I found hooks. You know, they fall behind benches and near cupboards, and I looked under the cupboard because I was looking for something else the other day, and there was a 3.5 millimeter hook. So, you know, I'm thinking, I don't even remember using the 3.5. When did I last use it? So, yeah, tips on where to store your hooks that yours truly should really be following. I do, however, I do like to put them in here. See that? See some of my hooks? I do tend to put them in the yarn bowl. Now the yarn bowl, I ended up getting two. I really use them. I use them for storage. I probably shouldn't have got them. A friend of mine was getting them, and she's actually had an interview here with us at Wow Crochet. Adriana, you may know her or you may not. She did an interview with us. We're going to be seeing her again in a few weeks' time. I've actually had a chat with her. So we'll be seeing her on the channel again in a few weeks' time. I don't know what we're doing yet. We haven't really decided. But she suggested, oh, Mary, she goes, I'm buying some yarn bowls. Do you want two? And I said, oh, yeah, okay. And I thought, what am I going to use them for? Because I don't use them. Because yours truly, I use a yarn winder. And all my yarn gets wound up in a skein so that I can actually work from it easier, and it doesn't cause really tight pulling and friction when you're working, because that plays with tension when you do that, by the way. Tension's really important in crochet. Okay, I'm not sure if it's the same in knitting, but it's very, very important in crochet. Okay, so we bought these yarn bowls. I ended up with two. Both of them have storage. This one has the hooks. The other one has really, really tiny skeins of yarn in them. To me, I believe, at the time, was a waste of money for me. But they were on special, right? So we bought them. But now that I'm using it for my hooks that sit right beside my workstation, it's kind of good. It does dust collect, so occasionally I take the hooks out, clean it all up, pop the hooks back in. So I was thinking of making a cover for my yarn bowl. I make covers for everything around here. I'm surprised. All in cotton though, because yours truly, again, with the wool. I'm starting to clear up a little bit now, but oh, that wool before was causing me to, let's remove that one, another message flashing everywhere, was causing me to be very, very itchy. It drove me batty. Guys, I've been talking for an hour. We've been here an hour. I have family coming. I have visitors. We are going out. We are partying. No, we're not partying. But we're going out and we're doing a lot of stuff today. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. But thank you for joining me again today for the live. We've had a lot of fun chatting. Don't forget to join me on Monday for I've put it down, haven't I? Again. Join me on Monday for the tissue box cover. And Tip Tuesday for all the tips regarding yarn and yarn storage. So there you go. That is what we are doing this week. Good night, Angela. Have a lovely rest. And all of my lovely subscribers out there, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, all that jazz. You've been watching Wow Crochet. My name is Mary, and I will see you on Monday with a tissue box cover. Now, all right, guys, I do this every week. You would think, you would think by now I'd know how to turn this thing off. No, I think it's that button right up there. Bye. Ciao. 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 All right. Ciao. Ciao for now. I think I got it.